Hi, I'm Emma. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. And today for Vita, we're just going to do a short little video, and it is actually about the movies that will be leaving HBO streaming at the end of April, April 30th to be precise. So, you have like 3 weeks to watch these movies, basically. And you're in luck because you should have enough time to watch them, being that I could only find 7 really good ones that have been announced. Okay, so... And by the way, if you're like, well, I thought you didn't have cable, you can also watch HBO. You can get the streaming service through Amazon. It is $14.99 a month, so that's a pretty good deal considering they have a lot of original programming in the movies. But anyways, that's how you can do it if you don't have cable like me. Okay, so the really awesome independent movie 28 Days Later will be leaving. This is kind of the movie that pioneered, so to speak, the present day, let's not call them zombies, zombie movie. And it was made by 2 of the creators of Trainspotting. So Danny Boyle and Alex Garland worked on it, and it stars Cillian Murphy, and this is like his first big role. And it's basically set over in England. There's been some kind of, like, disease, because like I said, they don't say zombies, outbreak, and this guy wakes up in the hospital a la Resident Evil by himself. He doesn't know what happened, and he has to kind of look for survivors. They did make a sequel later, starring Jeremy Renner, and it's pretty good too, but it's so big budget different. It's a completely different kind of movie. Coyote Ugly, which is just from when I was growing up. It came out when I was in like high school. It's one of those classic, like, girl power, let's show our cleavage movies. Pretty much that's the best way to put it. But it stars Piper Perabo as the lead Violet, Adam Garcia as her love interest, John Goodman as her dad, Maria Bello as her boss. The first time I ever saw Maria Bello in anything or noticed her, and she's awesome. Isabella Miko, Tyra Banks as 2 people from her work. Ends up being Melanie Linsky, you probably know from 2.5 Men, as her best childhood friend growing up. And I really love this movie. I think I saw the movies 2 or 3 times. I have the DVD. I know the script, basically. But anyways, it's about this girl who, she's from a small town, but she's from, like, Jersey. And she's moving to New York. Her dad hates it because he said it's why her mom, who passed away, basically it was a terrible city or whatever for her, and her mom was a singer, and like that's where she got her whole thing if she wanted to be a singer-songwriter. And then later, like, they sort of debunked that, so, But, it's really cool because she needs money, and she's looking for a job, and she just finds out that, there's these girls who are, like, real loud and over the top and sexy and stuff at this diner she's at in the middle of the night. And the guy who works there tells them about her. It looks like they're strippers, but no, they actually sing and dance. Well, they lip sync and dance and stuff to get tips at the bar they work at, Coyote Ugly, which is actually one of a well-known line of chain bars in this U.S. So I know the woman who made the bars and stuff. That's who her boss is based on, Maria Bello, and then they had a reality TV show for a few years, which was really cool. It was something like Finding or The Search for Coyote Ugly or something like that. But it's a really good movie. She meets this dude, and they kind of go at each other, and he helps her go out and actually become a singer. But it was a big deal at the time. Leanne Rimes sang some songs for the movie, in her character's voice, for the soundtrack, and then Leanne Rimes had a little cameo at the end. Tyra Banks is one of the girls who works at the bar. She's actually the one who leaves so that Violet can come in and start. And it's basically about if she can actually sing or not. Demolition Man, which is amazing, still to this day holds up amazingly awesome. You can always check out MissMMM.com. My fiance Sammy actually reviewed it a year ago. He'd never seen it because he's younger than me. I grew up with it. So great. You got Sylvester Stallone. He's this big hotshot cop from the 90s. He just blows everything up. Taxpayers' money is getting fucked with this. And you've got Simon Phoenix, played by Wesley Snipes, right before Blade. And he's got his hair bleached, and he looks like a cross between Dennis Rodman and Dennis the Menace, and it's awesome. and they both get cryogenically frozen so that whenever Wesley Snipes' character escapes, they get Sylvester Stallone because only a hard 90s cop can get him. 90s cop can get him because now, in the future, all the cops are wussies. They're like PC wussies who aren't even allowed to curse or eat meat or anything. And then there's just so much funny stuff in it, and some of it, like they say people, like they predicted how we'd have more celebrity actors and everything in charge. But, really good movie. So many awesome jokes. I just, virtual reality sex. I mean, they predicted, like, everything. Heartbreakers, which is another really fun little comedy. And it stars Sigourney Weaver and Jennifer Love Hewitt as a sexy, mother and, like, daughter in, like, her 20s who are, like, con women. They go around and get guys to fall for them so that the other one can get the guy to cheat, and then the one who sets up the sting, or whatever you want to call it, gets to divorce him and take his money. The movie opens with them fucking over Ray Liotta. Oh, my beautiful Ray Liotta. And Jason Lee is in it as well. It's like right around the start of My Name is Earl time, I want to say. But like, he still looks really hot. And yeah, so Jennifer Love Hewitt wants to go out on her own. So she's like, we gotta go for somebody who has a ton of money, not like the chump job you've been pulling. So, and Sigourney Weaver doesn't want to let her. So it's just a really fun little movie. Planet of the Apes, 2001. I have not watched this movie probably since 2001 or 2002. I need to rewatch it. I watched the Nostalgia Critic review of it recently, and I'm like, oh my god, yes! Like, I remember when this came out, and it had so much hype, and I thought it was pretty decent, but going by the fact that my memory is like, if something doesn't captivate me enough, I'm not going to remember it. I don't remember a lot of this movie, so I feel like, yeah, I probably was disappointed in it as well. And it stars Mark Wahlberg in the Charlton Heston role, and Helena Bonham Carter as, like, this ape who's falling for him, and it's a Tim Burton movie, so, you know, the visuals are, like, crazy weird and good. Okay, The Wedding Singer, which is, I'm sure you've probably heard of it, but it's this amazing Adam Sandler movie from the late 80s, and it co-stars Drew Barrymore, and Adam Sandler is, like, the most well-known wedding singer in this little town. I think it's Jersey, too. But, everybody loves him. He's engaged to Christine Taylor, who's, like, the love of his life. And then she breaks up with him. I think... Wait, is she the girlfriend? No. She's not the girlfriend. Christine Taylor is Drew Barrymore's best friend. The girlfriend is this little brunette. But anyway, she breaks up with him after, like, I don't know, they've been going out for years or something. And then he, like, goes on a bender, and then he hates everything, doesn't want to do weddings anymore, and it's so dramatic. It's got this cast of crazy characters, like this little old lady who pays him in meatballs for giving her lessons, and Alan Covert, who would go to star in Grandma's Boy, who's Sandler's friend, been like Little Nicky and a bunch of shit. He's in it. Like I said, Christine Taylor's in it. Alexis Arquette, so sad, is in it as well. It's a solid, awesome, sweet romantic comedy. Sisters, I know you're looking for an up-to-date movie on this list, and here's one. Sisters, which didn't come out too long ago, and it stars Tina Fey and Amy Poehler as sisters. Tina Fey is, like, the wild one, and Amy Poehler's the studious one, and they find out their parents are selling their childhood home, so they go to have, like, the big high school party they never threw. And Tina Fey's gotta kind of clean up her act so that Amy Poehler can let loose. It's a fun little movie. I felt like it could have been better, but it's definitely still worth checking out. Okay, so you've got 7 good movies to check out before they leave HBO this month. I'm going to be still vlogging every day in April. I will be doing more streaming recommendations, more movie and TV reviews, including streaming reviews, and continuing my Simpsons series of the best of seasons. All of the seasons I will be doing. So, up to the present season. So, thank you for checking out my list. What is your favorite movie that I recommended? Is there anything that's leaving that you know about that's leaving that you would recommend? Maybe I haven't seen it, or I've never, like, given it enough of a chance to appreciate it. Let me know what you'd like to see me review, if there's any movies or TV shows you recommend. I hope you have a great April. I'll see you tomorrow.